Alright, so now we'll be writing our first code in Python programming language. We have already written our code in Java. Now we'll be doing it in Python. So just go to File and select New over here to create a new window like this. And now, first of all, save this as a .py file, because Python code, Python source code, you must use the extension .py. So we'll be saving it as .py. So just go to File and click on Save, and now go to the directory which is on my desktop, Learn Programming, first code, and I will be naming this as hello.py. Right, so .py is the extension you should use for Python code, right? So just save this. And there we go. So now we are ready to write our first Python program. We'll be printing hello world just like how we did in Java. So in order to print hello world, here is how to print hello world. Just type in print followed by open and close flower braces, and then inside this you have to type the string which you want to print. Of course you have to use a double quote to enclose this string, and you can say hello world. And what next? Well, that's it. That's how you print hello world. You don't need any template actually. So you can see that here we actually needed a template. We first needed to create a class, and then we have to create a main method, and then we have to come over here and use the class system to print the world, to print the string hello world or namaste world here. But in Python, it's as simple as print hello world. That's it, you're done. So yeah, relatively Python is a lot more easier to Java. I'm not telling that Java is a complex and a hard to learn language. I'm just telling that Python is relatively easier than Java, because you see there's no template we followed here. We did not create any class, we did not create any method, just say print hello world. That's it. We have successfully written our first hello world program in Python. That's it. And one more thing here is that in Python you can even use a single quote to, enclose it. Instead of using a double quote, you can use a single quote just like this, and it won't make any difference, right? So let's save this file and let's go to command prompt. Let me clear this, and in order to run a Python code, what you need to do is type in Python followed by your file name, which is hello.py, and don't forget to mention this extension .py. It's necessary, and hit enter, and there we go. It actually directly printed hello world. And if you can observe closely, in case of Java, what we did is first we compiled the code using javac followed by the name of the file, and then that created a .class file, which I told you is a Java bytecode, and then we use the Java virtual machine to run the code by saying Java followed by the name of the class file. But here in Python we just said Python space the name of the file, and it directly gave us the output. So there is no intermediate thing here. So yeah, that's one more good thing about Python, is that it directly compiles the code, it checks for any mistake in the code, and it directly converts it into a virtual a bytecode, and then it runs this bytecode with its virtual machine. It's because Python is an interpreted language, which means you don't need any intermediate things. You don't need to first compile it and then execute the compiled file. You don't need to do it because Python is an interpreted language. You can just directly say Python followed by the name of the file, and that's it. You're going to get the output. So that's it. You have actually written your first code in Python. And if you can, things to notice here, print is actually a statement, Python reserved statement, which is used to print to the output, right? So you have to remember that, and yeah, that's pretty much what you need to remember. That's how you print something to a terminal in Python. And let me actually change this to namaste world, and in order to run this, just again say Python hello.py, and there we go, change to namaste world. So that's it. You have successfully written your first Python code.